How's it going, guys? So today, this afternoon, I gonna try fixing a few things on my car that I need to get fixed to continue the tuning process. So first issue that the tuner sent me, my car would not exceed 5500 RPM. It would just start bogging, like it would feel like timing's cut or something. So the tuner told me to change the cam positioning sensor and the crank positioning sensor. So the cam positioning sensor is located right here, right where your cold air intake is, right by the fuel pump system things, and it's right here. It's a 8mm key that needs to pop it off. Just take it off, and this is from the engine, the new one that I swapped because I blew this engine, and this is from the old engine that was working perfectly. So I'll swap this out, and then I'll get to the crank positioning sensor, which is located over there by the side. I'll show you guys a bit later after I swap it. So just unscrew it, pop it off. This one should be bolted right up, unlike the cam positioning sensor, the crank positioning sensor, which you would have to line up perfectly. And I'll show you guys a tip how to do that. Out this one, this is the old one from the other engine, from the 14, and this is the 13 engine. This is the one that I blew. So as you guys can tell, take everything off apart. We're trying to focus on changing the cam and the crank positioning sensors. So this is the old one, not the old one, but this is from the 2014 engine, this 13 engine. So my tuner said that this engine was running perfect. There was no engine, no rod knock, nothing like that. So it's confusing me, and as much it's confusing him as well, why it decided to blow up. So with that being said, now the crank positioning sensor is located right here. So it is, you can move it. If you unscrew it, you can move it. You'll be able to move it. Now, I believe there should be a marking here somewhere that would point out to the lineup to the crank. To the crank. It's a perfect lineup somewhere in there. I don't know how it actually works, so I'm gonna just take off the old one because I still have to take it off anyways. Okay, so I'm currently under the car, and I have no idea how to do this correctly, but you can see this tooth right down there. That tooth seems to line up dead center right now under it. So with that being said, I'll just mark that tooth, and then I'll mark the plastic as well, and then we'll see if I can make it work. If this works, this is gonna be very surprising. Pulled off the old one, which is right here, and this is the one from the 13. This is 14. So it looks like there's a mark right here. Usually they do that when something happened with the car prior, or when something was changed. As you guys can see, this one has no marks on it, but this one does. So that's raising the question, maybe it actually had something happen with that one, and hopefully we could line it up perfectly. I believe it's this mark right here. Just line it up, because I marked it with a Sharpie and it was falling like right perfectly dead center with that. So let's hope that is the case. So I'll just put this one back carefully with this mark right here on that tooth, and hopefully it will work. Yeah, so not exactly the hardest thing to do, change those, but you just have to do it perfectly. So I'll see how this goes, and then if my tuner says that, oh, timing's off or something is incorrect, then I'll gotta figure out something else. Now this should prevent it from cutting out at 5500 RPM, like I said, and hopefully it stops, because I'm not able to do full data logs and polls and stuff like that to get the correct dialing things as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get that wire extended. I'll try just wiggling it out and stuff like that, maybe extending it more. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video on how to change the cam positioning sensor and the crank positioning sensor.